Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working with this Snow Much Fun tag die from Crafter's Companion. These stamps and the stamp and die set came out I think last year or the year before. And you know how it is, like we start buying stuff and then the next great thing comes out and we push that aside and we forget that we have these cute little things that we can make stuff with. And I want to make one, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Actually, not change it. I'm going to add on to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the snowman, the face 3 times, and then I'm going to stamp the body once. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to color all 3 of the snowmen exactly the same. And also the back. We only needed one of the back portions because we're just going to merge all these guys together. So let's start with the lightest color, and this blend is the blue turquoise blend. Okay, now we'll put in the mid-tone. And then come back in with the lightest tone. Okay, and we're gonna do the hat in our ice gray blends. Now I'm using both the brush and the regular bullet nib tri blend pens, just because for some reason they changed the grays and sometimes these come out too dark. So I'm actually gonna use this one as the mid-tone, I mean the light tone. And then we can come in with our dark ones. Use our mid-tone. And then again with the light. So it kind of gives the illusion of a curve. And we're going to do the same thing with this part of the hat. That's the dark one. This is the mid-tone. And our other gray. The snowman is the easiest character of the bunch to color. Just put a little orange for the nose. And then we're going to use this light. Oh, let's see, this might be too light. Too dark. Let's use this one. Just as a little bit of shadow. And let's put some down here. And then I'm going to color the other 2 the same way, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so everything is colored, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut one of these out. And since this one has a line through it, but it does have one of the best faces, I'm going to cut that one out. first. And we're not going to use our die to get that one done. All right. Let's trim it. Now, I did all that coloring and I'm actually going to not use all of it. Some of it is just going to get totally cut out. Because what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make a button out of this space. So let's get all of this together. This is the button press by We Are Memory Keepers. Well, now they're We Are Makers. Right now they changed their name. And we're just going to see what part of his face we want. And then we're going to cut it out. And what I do, I just keep turning it to make sure I get a nice even cut on all sides. So let's see. And that's what we have. So we're done with these parts. And now we could put our base and stuff on. This is the top. Both of them go to A. Oops, sorry. And what we're going to do is that we're going to, let me put this in frame. This line here, we're going to make sure that he lines up on that line. So once we put the back part of the pin, he's straight and not crooked or anything. So let's straighten him up, and now we can go ahead and press it. Okay, that's what we want. We don't want it to disappear. And now we're going to move these to B. The only thing with these buttons is that you have to attach the pin. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can put our pin down. Now you're also going to align the pin with that same line, the horizon line, just to make sure everything comes out nice and straight. Giving it another look. Okay, and that's our pin. Okay, we can put that to the side. And now let me find the die to this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're ready to cut these guys out. And I'm not gonna cut all the way down to the bottom, only because I don't want it to get a crease. So let's just bring it as low as we can and then bring it back. That's the first one. And then let's see which one we're gonna put behind. Okay, we're gonna cut this one out. This is gonna be it. All right. Now we can see which one we're gonna use. Actually, either one looks good, but I think I'm gonna use that with that part of the tag. Okay, this one we're just gonna cut out. We're just gonna trim it all the way out. So we're gonna just get that. And we're gonna fussy cut this out. close. Okay, now this is gonna hold our button. And the reason that I didn't put it on this one is you have to like put 2 holes in this, and I wanted the tag to remain intact, so if they want to use it as a bookmark they can, and if we cut it all the way out we won't be able to. So now I'm gonna find some foam tape so we can tape our little guy down. Okay, so we have the foam tape, we have our pin. Now we just have to put everything in its place. So I'm gonna just punch out 2 holes, and this is gonna hold the pin, and then we'll put the tape just so it doesn't move around. All right, let's put our pin. That through. See, if we were to leave it like that, it just wiggles. So we use our foam tape and we cut that down a little bit as a way to hold the pin in place so it doesn't wiggle around too much. So let's put that behind there, and then we could just try to match it up as much as you can, and right there is the best place. So now we have that. Okay, now we're gonna cut these and glue them together. Let's get our trimmer out, and we could get rid of this excess just because it's gonna interfere with cutting this out evenly. And what we do is we're gonna butt the edge that was used with the die right there, and then it should cut evenly, nice and straight. Measure it out, make sure everything is good, and then cut that out as well. And we'll do the same with this one. Alright, almost there. Okay, so if these were together, you can more or less see what size you wanted your tag to be. And I'm thinking, just about there. And we could use our corner rounder at the 1/4 inch side to just finish that off. And that's all we have. So now we could go ahead and glue this guy together, and then we could ink him up and stamp him. Okay. Even that out. And there we go. Let me grab a little piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to use some pink to kind of add a little color to this. And that's because too much blue, it's gonna just not look as pretty. I like to add different colors and make everything nice and bright. Almost done. And now we can do the other side. Let's darken that up just a little bit more. Okay, almost there. So now we have our little tag all colored up. And when we layer it, it's gonna look like that. Okay, so last thing we have to do is find which stamp we're gonna use. Let's see. There's no one like you, baby. It's cold outside. Snow much fun. Let's do snow much fun. And we could just put that up there. Let me get my stamping platform, and we're almost done with this little guy. It's just a way that you can spruce up your tags and just add a little something extra. You could tie this to a bag. I think it will look super cute. And let's tape you down. And let's make sure you're even. I think there it's good. You can add some layers to this if you wanted to, but I'm just going to keep it simple. And oops, sorry about that. Let's get our ink. Almost there. Okay, there we go. I think the only thing that's missing is to add a little bit of twine to hold this in place. And we can do that right now. Okay, almost there. You could use ribbon if you wanted to. Okay, just trim the excess off, and you could always put another ribbon, another piece to tie onto your bag. Now, of course, you guys know me, I like to add stuff to it, so I'm gonna add maybe a border of glitter. And you're not gonna be able to see this too much on the camera, but in person you will. And just go all the way around. Just making like a postage, you know. Almost there. Okay. And if we wanted to, we could just put it around here too. And you know, you guys get it. And now we have a tag that has a little bit of extra on it. So if you have people who like to wear little buttons or collects them, it's a cute little thing to give them. And once they use it, they still have a tag that's totally intact. So it could be used as a bookmark, or they could reuse it as a tag. So that's my little project. I also made a reindeer, and they come out super cute. I think that, like I said before, I think there's a company that made something like this. I just don't remember the company, but you can make your own. So I hope you like my project, and I shall be cleaning up, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.